looks just like that's all my boxes on the side of the street and the little chair. There really is nothing wrong with that chair. It's just it's missing some screws. But I think so. That was why it was a good and somebody else throwing this stuff out too. But I think that's the people that maintain the place. But let me get on the road because, as y'all know, if my plan A don't work, I have to go on to plan B. I did put on another shirt. Ooh, powder. I don't like that. Oh well, it's bad. And it says, "Are you kidding me?" So I can say it without saying it, or at least it's close by my heart. I don't like this powder everywhere, but y'all know I'm a powder freak. Um, but so it was meant, I think, for me to come out here and see the auto shade throne, because that was the answer to my question. That's another life. You know, those are parents, bird parents looking for their eggs. So I'm glad that happened. I hope it don't get wet because I put it on the shelf like towards the outside. Yeah, I think it should be okay. But like I said, whenever I do something wrong or whenever I need correction, ow, jeez. Whenever I need, this umbrella is huge, but I know it's gonna rain, so I'm bringing it. But whenever I need correction, you know, God corrects me. Like a few weeks ago, like I think maybe a few months ago, I ordered Papa John's. It was pouring down raining when I ordered it. The driver bought it. The boxes were soaking wet and just whatever, you know. And I let them know what happened because when I opened the pizza box, the seal was ripped open, the sauce was turned upside down. I mean, it was crazy. It wasn't open, but it was upside down, and I never had that before. And so, and what businesses tell you is not always true because they were just like, oh, you know, I was concerned because I was like, did she tamper with it? Did she get mad? Because I do my tips in cash, and maybe she got mad because there was no tip like via card. But I do it in cash because if I give a tip ahead of time and you give me bad service, that's not good. And my tips are nothing to brag about, but still, a tip is a tip, right? And my mom always taught me to tip as a courtesy. But the thing too with like pizza, they take out a driver's fee in addition, and the driver's fee is not the tip. So you're paying an extra, potentially an extra $5, right? So, and again, this is one of my favorite times, like right at twilight. It's about 6 o'clock or so. But again, it's cloudy. It looks like it's gonna rain. So we're gonna try a different street this time. And I'm hungry because I haven't eaten yet today. And this is the one thing that makes like walking a long ways to get groceries dangerous or expensive. Because like I said, previously you could stop at a fast food restaurant and get something for $1 just to hold you off until you get home, or a couple dollars, no more than $5, you know. But now with, you know, the fast food restaurants not being open, I got powder everywhere. I'm mad at myself, but that's okay. But with the fast food restaurants, look at this. Look at this. It's everywhere, everywhere. It smell good though. But I remember one time I was on camera and I had on boy shorts. And this is when I was fat too. Maybe not as fat or fat, I don't know, but my spirit was more youthful. But I remember sitting down, I was about to do crunches. Yeah, I was cross-legged, and the powder just emanated on camera out from my vajayjay. It was so funny. I was so embarrassed because I'm thinking, if people are watching, they're like, what is that? But it's like, I love powder. Like, even when I got out the shower last night, I poured powder all over me. I looked like a piece of breaded chicken. And then I poured powder all over the recliner. And I just enjoyed my old powdery stuff. It was fun. Um, so yeah, this is what makes it expensive because if I walk a long ways, and especially like if I get to the point, and usually when I'm working on stuff, which I didn't today, y'all saw I just picked up the she sheds, which actually is a big accomplishment. Even though it don't look like a big accomplishment to you all, it's a huge accomplishment for me. Um, so yeah, so picked up the shit. I feel so bad about those birds. Should I put them back? Put it exactly back where I got it from? I'm thinking I should, but what if it ends up being like 10 birds and it's like what was that movie with the Attack of the Birds and Alfred Hitchcock? You know, I have enough flying stuff and insects and bugs of all types and breeds. I don't really think I need any more of that. But so, oh, it's really gonna rain. Last time that I was out and it poured down raining, it was actually kind of fun. I had this big umbrella on the way back. I had this big umbrella, and it was actually kind of fun. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. And if it rains, I can get rid of some of this powder. I can get rid of some of this powder on my chest. I don't know what it is. It's like when I get to certain parts, and before, I've always had allergies, but before when I had allergies, I didn't have like the tickle in my throat. But now it's like when I get outside, I don't know if it's a new a new breed of plants or something. I get outside and get to a certain point, I get a tickle in my throat, or it might be the powder. Maybe I got powder, inhale some powder or something. But yeah, so yep. But I think God wanted me to get that nest back in. So if you have to ask yourself, and it's a choice between doing something that's helpful to another creature or not, why is my throat such a helpful to another creature or not, do the helpful thing. Because I could clearly see that bird was concerned. It went back to get the dad bird. And they both started looking. Oh, this house has been empty for a long time. Looked like somebody moved in there. It was empty for a couple years. I got all my tennis shoes, my flip-flops pop. So I'm gonna tell you something about these sandals and flip-flops and cheap shoes like that. So they're nothing but cardboard with a thin layer of plastic on them. And the reason I know is I couldn't find a good pair of shower shoes. The cheap flip-flops always put an indent in my foot, and I end up with a little hard spot, and I don't like that. So, and I thought I did good by going to Walmart and getting the $10 flip-flops. But the thing is that when I get out the shower, I step into those, and it's cardboard. And so after probably about 10 uses, they break, and you can see it's clearly paper cardboard inside. We get ripped off so bad. So maybe the next endeavor is to try to make my own shoe. I think this person's waiting for me to go. Yeah, they're probably waiting for me, but I walk slow, so they're gonna be disappointed. Let me walk across the street so they can pull out if they need to pull out. Yeah, but it's nice out here. It's still a little, still feel a little muggy, but it might be because I put back on the same clothes and I was out in the she shed, you know. But yeah, but the expensive part is going to be if I end up having to go to option, who is really going to storm, and I think I'm going to like it. As long as nobody try to kidnap me, I'll be okay. But why do people in the country have so many dogs? We're supposed to have 3 big dogs. I don't know. But if I get hungry, I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know what I'm going to do. Because I don't want to go to Checkers because, again, bad customer service. Popeyes has decent customer service, but that means that I would have to go like right after I leave option 1 if it doesn't work out. You know, I don't want that. I just want something for $1 and keep it moving, mix moving, you know. So that's how I'm feeling about it all. I don't know where I would go. And Mr. A's wings, that's a ripoff. My wings, my air fryer wings at home. Even though his wings are good, I'm not a big chef or anything. I just throw it in the air fryer. My air fryer wings at home are better. So I wish fast food restaurants were still open for sit-in, because I miss going to Taco Bell. I haven't been to Taco Bell in a couple years now. I miss Taco Bell, even though I've heard some really disgusting things about their beef for a very long time. And the first thing I heard about it was like 2008. Somebody was telling me they use grade D beef. That really didn't mean much to me. But more recently, they were saying how, and I said, what does grade D beef mean? And they were like, just barely allowable for human consumption, right? And then when I saw something, I don't know if it was on TikTok or somewhere else, but basically the cows are like dying, and it's pus, and they just scrape the pus off, and then and my tacos at home, but all our food that we make at home is actually a lot better. So yeah, all the foods that we make at home is a lot better, but that's why I wonder what that is. Once I get fully clutter free, though, I should be okay. This is a lady that always, whenever she sees me, she always offers me a lot. I think it's so sweet. I'm so happy and proud of her. If that's her house by herself, I'm so proud of her. She's done well. They had this thing on TikTok, and you can tell it's freshly painted. It's nice. But she had this thing, there was this thing on TikTok where they asked if you had to give relationship advice to your 20-year-old self, would it be? And mine was F a relationship, work on your own business, even if you F school and all that. But if you decide to go to school, still work on your business on the side. That way, by the time you're older, you perfected it. And by the time you've had enough, you ain't got to have no more. But, I'm not mad at my existence because I understand why it is what it is, Um, I hope I don't get cold though, because now that the wind is blowing, and it feels like it's going to rain like really soon. I might have a different experience here. Right now, I'm okay. But if it gets cool, I need like a sweater or something. And I can't be doing the homeless version of Maria where I just stop and buy a sweater. Because actually, homeless Maria made a lot more. I wonder why though. Oh, because I was back in that mind frame. I had to stick to it. I had to, and and I still had the belief that if you do everything the right way and you go through the proper chain of command to the end, it's going to work. But that didn't work. I even went so far as waiting till the company got taken over by another company, and what happened was the new company just took their hands off it and just avoided it, So. And that was after doing all of that waiting. So now I would never ever do that. Did I get ripped off when I was homeless by companies? I did. They did a lot of things that were illegal. I'll let y'all watch the stormy sky. Here we go. Look how stormy it is. Ooh, saw lightning. I'm gonna have to stop somewhere to eat. I don't know where I'm going though. Where would I stop to eat? I would be kind of okay if I had on long pants, but as you know, I have on short shorts, so. Hey, like trying to rush across the street. People at a stop sign. I'm not the only one with short shorts. There's another girl, and that's probably what people think I'm a hoochie. But she looks like a nursery person. But I'm not. It just happened to be convenient. And I thought it was fun to have just a long time. I thought it was fun. Right now, the weather changing the way it is, it's like it's about to pour down. This doesn't seem like it's such a good idea. But I didn't really think about it, and it was hot when I initially came out. Probably because I got out of a hot, steamy shower. The wide open spaces is what I like the most. could go to Subway, but I hate Subway. I hate ghetto people, so I'm not going to Checkers. I could go to Popeyes, but I'm going to spend a little bit more than I want. And I'm really not fiending for Popeyes. Like, you almost have to be fiended for I feel so bad because I watched that bird nicely put those twigs in place. So I knew she was killing it. I feel so bad. And she made sure she found a spot that was inside of it. That brings to mind another thing. You know how if the bird hadn't kept coming back like that, in the back of my mind, I would have still felt bad, but I would have thought, oh, there must not have been nothing in there. So think about real human beings, like when people go missing and stuff like that, and nobody cares and nobody cares anything. It's easier for people to swallow that, hey, they just ran off or something. But if people actually care, then it makes a difference. And I did actually care because I saw that the birds actually cared, but God stepped in too because he made the autumn shade fly off of the top of the trash. And so with me picking it up and trying to find a more secure space, I was able to look into the box and saw that there were actually eggs in there. Oh, the other thing, I talked about how God chastises me, you know, or, he's personal. He chastises me when I do the wrong thing, or if I have a misunderstanding that I need to re-understand. Because here's the thing. So the person across the street, I remember I was talking about the pizza thing. Let me finish the story. This is related to that. So a few months ago, I ordered a pizza. The pizza came and it was all, the box was torn open. The sauce was upside down. It was soaking wet. And I think it was a white girl too. I think she got mad because there wasn't a credit card tip. I gave the cash. I was on the phone. I tried to come out. By the time I got out, she was gone, right? And and I kind of didn't appreciate that. So I called in and let them know because the box was tampered with. So the boss man got on and he immediately knew what I was talking about. He was just like, well, so it must have happened before, or he's gotten complaints before, because he was just like, because they had so many orders, they had to get outside drivers. So they had DoorDash delivering the pizza, and he can't really regulate what DoorDash does, but he said that he can make sure that person doesn't deliver to me again. That's what they tell you, but that's not true. They don't have anybody. That's what's coming. Okay. But he offered me a repeat of my order at no charge and 2 liter, right? And so I was so amazed because I was just like, I was not amazed that he did that. I was amazed that he knew exactly what I was talking about. Because normally when you complain, people think you're trying to get free food. And so they're really patronizing, and condescending towards you. But he knew exactly, and he told me he let them spill the beans out of the bag to DoorDash. So obviously, like I said, he's had other issues. But I was so stuck on that. But then again, because I was so curious about that, like, wow, you really understood what I was saying immediately. I was surprised. He eventually was just like, well, then that made him suspicious of me. Because then he was just like, well, I just hope you're not trying to get free food. And I wasn't. And I didn't call back because, to get whatever it was they're supposed to get. But the store, I guess, saw that I didn't call back. And so I don't know if they have something that tickles their system. Like if somebody has a complaint and then they don't ever come back to get whatever they complained about. But then they sent me something in the mail. And I was surprised by that because I was like, they sent me, but it was just for a small, whereas the other one was too large and 2 liter. But still, I'm like, why are they sending me? So I called, I thought, well, maybe Papa John's customer service sent that to me because I also called them while I was waiting on the other line to pick up. And when I called the customer service, they told me that I don't know if he's gonna let me go by. They told me that wasn't the case, that the local store was the one that sent that coupon, but it had just expired like the day before. I was like, wow. So I called the store and I said, did y'all send me an extra coupon or whatever? And then I was like, well, let me go ahead and check on the 2 large for me as a coupon. And so there was another manager, and she was just like, can you tell me kind of what happened? So I told her. And again, she immediately understood, you know. So it's an issue that they've been having, what they were having. But when I did that, the Papa John's people came by. And I think there's a rumor about my work status, like people don't know what I do, which is nobody's business, but everybody works at home, so come on now. So, so with that being said, um, see, these people got creative like me. Like they wanted privacy, but they didn't want to be completely. They still wanted the open screen. Because I guess probably their patio, if you look out the window, it goes out to somebody's bedroom, and it's just really uncomfortable because they may want to look out the bedroom window. But so they put that up. So I'm not the only one that gerrymanders stuff, that rig stuff up and put it together. It's a. They actually have carpenters, so it's actual wood, which is nice. But yeah. Oh, you know where I'll go if I have to do option 2? I'll just go to Little Caesars. And I think through my current work, I think I have a coupon where you buy a large and you get another one free. And I think Little Caesars also has this thing where if you place the order online, they pay you, no, that's Domino's. That's Domino's. Or Little Caesars, I don't know which one, but one of those have a thing where if you place the order online, that um, that they'll give you $3 off your order. So I have to research and find out which one is that. So if I have to do option B, that would be good because then I'll have something to eat on the way. That would be really, really nice. So yeah. I got a bad feeling again. Am I a bad person? I thought about this morning and the guy that got dropped off on the corner. This don't look like the same guy though. I don't know. Am I a bad person? Y'all see my experiences and what I share. Am I a bad person? I question myself because I just saw this guy. This guy, oh, y'all saw too. The guy walked past. He reminded me of the guy from this morning. I don't think it's the same guy, but what if it was? And what if he looked at me like that because he was salty? He was like, man, you could have helped me. You didn't. I was scared. I don't want to be trafficked. And that's real talk. Um, what are these called? We used to have them in Virginia, but they were red and pink, not white. And then I think some places even have them blue. I don't remember seeing white ones in Virginia. Lots of red ones, though, or pink ones. Yeah, so that's what I'm doing. If I have to do option 2, Little Caesars is what it's going to be. Some piping hot pizza. Little Caesars or Domino's, one of those. Because one of those has, oh, I got to take the garbage out tonight, too. Like the garbage can. Now it's hot again. Jesus Christ, this dog is like huge and loud. Whew. And he's healthy. They took good care of him. He don't look scrappy, malnourished. He don't look like they abuse him. He looks like he's a good guard dog, and they took care of him. That's the way it should be. guess I should look that up now because if it really starts pouring down raining, me carrying an umbrella and trying to find the coupon is not going to work.